Hey, so welcome back. I promised that we would look at cilantro planting this time around, but I kind of did it yesterday. We had kind of a break in the weather. It's supposed to be pretty nasty this weekend, so I went ahead and did that. If you come a little closer, here's what I did. So we have these deck boxes. We got on probably Amazon or Wayfair or something, I don't know. I'll find the link. But we had plants in them last year, so if you want to get close in on this, I pulled out the roots of the plants from last year. I think we had cherry tomato plants in here. Made sure most of the organic material was pulled out and just refilled it with fresh dirt. Left the old dirt in as much as I could and just kind of mixed it up with my hands. And then in this one, the cilantro called for the seeds to be planted 12 inches apart roughly. So I had just barely enough room in there. Hopefully I get a couple nice cilantro plants as I do that. But I do want to go ahead and kind of put some more fresh dirt in the rest of these, just because I don't know if I filled them up enough yesterday, and I wanted to show everybody how we're doing that. So as I scoop, I think the important thing about gardening, at least for me, is to remember that I'm not going to be perfect at this. If I can get anything to grow, I'll consider that kind of a victory. I'm not doing this because I'm, selling what I'm growing. I'm not a professional farmer by any means. I'm not a gardener. I have a desk job that I work, and sometimes that's kind of fulfilling, but sometimes it's really not. So there's this Japanese concept of ikigai, and it basically means, as I get this all over my arms, it means finding something that you're good at, that you enjoy doing, and it will keep you occupied with your hands. So if you come in, there you go. I am mixing new dirt with old dirt, just kind of spreading it around. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect. Just enough to kind of pack it down, make sure that whatever we do plant in here grows, has a chance to bond with the soil. And part of this is, hopefully you can hear me and it's not too windy, part of this is we want to make sure our daughter understands the value of growing things with our hands. So cilantro is in here, so I'm not going to put fresh dirt in this one. So planted the cilantro yesterday. If you want to come in and look a little bit, the soil's still pretty moist. I don't want to mess with it too much, just because the cilantro seeds are pretty close to the surface. We do have some severe weather coming, so hopefully the wind and rain don't wash them away, blow them away. And I don't want to water today, A, because, like I said, the soil is kind of moist. B, if we get a lot of rain, I don't want to drown the seeds. So there's that. Like I was saying, no, we want our daughter to be able to grow things with her hands, and experience not just going to the store and getting fresh produce, but knowing that we can grow it ourselves. Know that it's fresh, know that it's clean in terms of chemicals and all that kind of thing. Grocery prices are going way up too, so there's always that to consider. It's good to be able to grow things on our own without getting too political, of course. So I am, making a mess. Like I said, this won't be perfect at all. I don't think it needs to be. And if you want it to be, you're definitely not watching the right channel. Go ahead and turn it off. So part of what I did yesterday when I wasn't filming myself planting cilantro, like I said, was filling all these. So this is a mixture of the premium compost on the bottom, and we actually put some of this enhanced potting soil in the middle, topped off with some of the raised bed soil. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. On the far boxes, where I planted the tomatoes and onions last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was, we just did the compost and the soil. I wanted to see what would happen if we did some of the enhanced potting soil as well. We don't have anything else in these, but I wanted to show you kind of the consistency of this. See, it's good soil, good color to it, I imagine. I've seen other people say that. I don't know what it means. It looks like dirt to me, but I imagine when stuff gets planted, it'll grow pretty well. Why don't you come this way a little? Come on. Come on. Come on. Actually, we need these scissors. So I wanted to look at this one specifically. I've kind of straightened it up a little bit, but it looked like something had been digging where I planted the carrots and onions a few weeks ago. You may have seen my post about how do I keep critters out of the beds. So I think I have a solution here. This is animal repellent, and it's not an advertisement for them, so I won't get too deep into that, but it's all natural stuff. It's garlic, it's egg whites, and stuff that just repels the animals with the smell. So we're gonna kind of apply that around this area and see how that works. Okay, so I just took a whiff of this, and yeah, it's pretty strong. I can see why it would keep squirrels and cats away. Trying to figure out which way the wind is blowing so I don't get a face full of it as I pour it. And my camera woman and camera baby are way back there, so hopefully they don't have to smell it either. She agrees. So I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle this. I don't think I want it in there. I don't really like the thought of garlic flavored carrots, although that does kind of sound good. Can we put garlic in carrots? Is that a thing? I'll look at that. Anyway, I don't know how much of this goes down. I'm afraid to put too much and have a yard that smells like a salad. Maybe that'll keep the neighbors away. But I'm just kind of pouring. Yeah, I can definitely smell it. That stinks. Hopefully the cats and squirrels think it stinks too. Camera woman, why don't you back up some, because this is pretty potent. It actually kind of smells like garlic bread. I'm hungry. Can we go to Olive Garden? I don't want to go to Olive Garden. Should we though? Okay. We may be going to Olive Garden for dinner. And this is just going everywhere. It's very windy. Good thing I'm not a professional and I'm not trying to be perfect, because this is just everywhere. I don't think it'll harm it too much though. Yeah, so we have cilantro, we have carrots, we have onions planted right now. Can't do a whole lot with them right now. Nothing's happening quite yet. It's early. Don't want to water right now just because we are supposed to get so much rain and severe weather. Hopefully the flooding and severe wind doesn't blow everything away. Shout out to Ryan Hall, y'all. Watch him for all your severe weather needs. I don't know if I can do that or not, but I am. All right.